So, what if I told you that your spiritual life isn't just a list of rules, but a journey, a really profound one? Today, we're going to unpack this idea that our time here on Earth is like a cosmic trial, a test that comes with a clear path, one single map, and a final, incredible destination.
This quote from our source material really sets the stage, doesn't it? It frames our entire existence as a veiled trial ground. The point isn't just to get by, but to actively repair our circuit, that connection we have to the divine, and ultimately make our way back to the source.
Okay, so let's dive into this trial. The core idea is that every single soul, yours and mine, is presented with a fundamental choice about how to handle the challenges of this life.
And we're not talking about a small choice here. This is a major crossroads. It's a choice between two completely opposing strategies for how to live your life, how to engage with the trial of existence itself. So, the first strategy is what our source calls the path of escape. And it's a fascinating idea, right? The whole concept is that you protect your faith by actually withdrawing from the very things that test it.
This strategy has a name you've probably heard: Monasticism. And at its heart is this belief that to be truly faithful, you've got to separate yourself from the messiness of the world, from society, money, marriage, all the tests that come along with them.
Now, this is where the Qur'an weighs in, and its perspective is crystal clear. It says that monasticism, this path of pulling away from the world, was something they invented. It was a human innovation, not something that was part of the original divine guidance.
So, to break it down, the argument is that this whole approach is a human-made strategy built on withdrawal. Our source material just boils it down to this really powerful phrase you see right there on the screen: belief expressed by escape. All right, so if that's the path of escape, what's the alternative? Well, it's not just a slightly different road, it's a complete 180. It's the path of engagement.
This path is defined as monotheism. But let's think about it as more than just a belief in one God. Think of it as a whole methodology for living. The idea isn't to run away from the world, but to live fully in it, to engage with all its tests and its blessings, but to keep your heart's ultimate attachment fixed only on the one who gives those blessings.
And the evidence for this path is woven right into the text. You're actually encouraged to enjoy the good things in life. The only condition isn't to withdraw, but to do the opposite, to be grateful. And this point gets driven home with a really powerful rhetorical question. It's a direct challenge to the whole logic of escape. It basically asks, who on earth has the right to forbid the beauty and the blessings that God Himself created for us? This verse just makes the instruction totally explicit. It doesn't say, after you pray, go hide from the world. Nope. It says, disperse and seek of Allah's bounty. It's a direct command to engage with life, to see that as part of your worship, as part of your success. Okay, let's just put these two side by side for a second, because this is where it all clicks. On one side, you've got monasticism, which says you have to withdraw from life in order to believe. Your heart is focused on avoiding the world. But on the other side, monotheism says you should enjoy life's blessings while you believe. You fully engage, but your heart stays attached only to the giver, not the gift. So, if the right path is this path of engagement, this journey through all the trials of life, well, that leads to a pretty big question. How do we navigate it? What guide do we use? What's our map? I mean, seriously, how do we navigate a journey this complex? To avoid just getting lost in human theories and guesswork, you're going to need a reliable guide, an uncorrupted map. And this is where the Qur'an itself makes a really powerful claim to be that map. Now, the Arabic word hadith just means a narration or a story. So the verse is asking a profound question. In what other hadith, what other narration or story, after the direct words of God and His signs, could you possibly need to believe?
So the case for the Quran as the one and only map is layered. The source material points out that the Prophet himself was reportedly so concerned with protecting its purity that at first he actually forbade his own sayings, his hadith, from being written down. And why? To prevent any confusion with the Quran. So the conclusion we're presented with is unmistakable. For this cosmic journey, the Quran is being offered as the one, true, detailed map.
And this brings us to the final destination. If we're on the right path and we have the right map, what's the whole point of this cosmic trial anyway? What is this homecoming we're supposed to be aiming for?
The key insight here is that the journey isn't actually about the trial. All the challenges, all the joys, the entire experience of life, it's all a mechanism. Think of it like a spiritual furnace designed to purify the soul and get it ready for its ultimate return.
You can almost visualize this as a cosmic loop. Step 1, the soul is created, just full of pure potential. Step 2, it gets sent down into the trial ground of earth. Step 3, through all the tests of life, the falsehood and the pride get burned away. And finally, step 4, what's left? That purified truth returns as pure light right back to the one who sent it.
And this idea of returning, it's not just a nice metaphor. It's presented as a metaphysical certainty all through the Qur'an. This verse puts it as simply and directly as possible. The destination for every single soul is a return to Him.
And all of this doesn't bring us to an end, but really to a beginning. A moment for you to think. The journey for each and every one of us has already started. So the only real question left is, which path are you walking and which map are you using to find your way home?